بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين أما بعد رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما آمين. طيب, Brother Muhammad, can you remind us what we're learning so far?
Now we are going more details into the types of Marfooat. The, we,
Marfooat.
start, yeah,
Yes,
we started with the file last time.
yes. How many are the
Yes.
total Marfooat?
Uh, the 8 types.
8 types of Marfooat. You know, the reason we are learning Marfooat, why are we learning Marfooat?
Because it comes in the everyday to understand how the word is, if after the verb, or what is the state of the word. Then it can be a noun.
Okay, we're getting closer, mashallah. So we understand a little bit of it. Why are we learning? Good, impressive. طيب, when I say ضرب زيد, right, and I have this word زيد over here. طيب, that is one زيد. Why did I put it in ضمتين? One will say because this is مرفوع. That's why
Yes,
it's ضمتين. But what made it مرفوع? You
because
will
it's
say, you will say it's a فاعل.
a file. Yeah.
How do I know it's a fa'il? Because it's the doer of the word. So the reason behind putting on dhamma, we learn in marfu'at. So this reason of putting in dhamma can be either from the fa'il, can be either from being a naib fa'il, can be either from mubtada, can be either from khabar. Like these are different causes that makes the noun or that makes the last letter a dhamma in the state of dhamma or dhammatain. So what is the reason behind it? It's in marfu'at. And it can be either of those eight. These eight things that we listed last time can be the reason of any word being in the state of dhamma, dhammatain, alif noon, waw noon, alif ta. These can be the eight types which becomes the reason of putting any word in the state of marfu. Simple. And then we started with fa'il, as you mentioned. Can you list out some of the rules that we learned for fa'il? It's okay if you can see from your book, it's fine. What were some of the rules that we discussed?
So if there is a verb,
Hmm.
uh, if then following it, it will be a file. So that will be in the state of Marfoo.
It will be a fa'il if it is a noun.
Yes.
If it is a noun which is apparent, then we will construct or will regard as noun as a fa'il. What if there is no noun present after the verb?
Then sometimes you have to check the verb itself. It might be hidden the.
Ahsant, very good. It will be inside the word and there are different signs for it. Type. This is the key, mashallah. What if the verb, for example, um, what if the file is plural? Then the verb will be singular or the verb will be plural?
The verb will be singular itself in the.
Singular. The verb will always remain singular, no matter the file is plural, dual, or singular. But if the starting, if you precede the file before the file and make it plural, then the verb will follow the file. For example, if I say al-muslimuna, then and I'm bringing a verb after it, then I will have to put the verb in a plural state, which will be yadribuna. Yadribuna. طيب. Good. Today we are going to talk about an important topic, which is the second type of Marfooat, which is Naib fa'il. We're going to talk about Naib fa'il. It has two names. Naib fa'il, which is very famous in Indo-Pak region, and Maf'ul Maalem yusamma fa'il is famous in Arab region. So Arabs, when they learn Arabic grammar, they call it as Maf'ul Maalem yusamma fa'il. And when non-Arabs they learn, they normally they learn in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Turkey, Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, all of these regions, they call it as Naib fa'il. But when Arabs learn, especially the Gulf, the Egypt and all other places, when they learn Arabic grammar, because they also learn it, they call it as مفعول ما لم يسمى فاعل. Okay, what is it? مفعول ما لم يسمى فاعل, basically it's regarded with فعل مجهول. First thing, it is always regarded with a فعل مجهول. And مفعول ما لم يسمى فاعل means the file of the verb which is not known, and that is فعل مجهول. We have learned in فعل مجهول that we don't know who is the fa'il. We don't know who is the fa'il. So in the naib fa'il, the maf'ul takes the position of a fa'il. The maf'ul takes the position of the fa'il. So naib fa'il or maf'ul ma lam yusamma fa'il means a maf'ul which is taking the position of a fa'il. That is why it is called as naib fa'il. Naib fa'il means vice. Like we have vice president, vice principal. Similarly, fa'il is the president, na'ib fa'il is the vice president. So this vice president is taking the position of the president, which is fa'il. Because, and only applies in fi'l majhul. Because we don't know the fa'il in majhul, and we need to fill that gap. So we are making the maf'ul, which is the vice president, as a president for temporary basis. This is مفعول ما لم يسمى فاعل. Simple. Right? Now, let's learn with an example. I have given one example here, ضرب زيد, but I will elaborate more now so you can get clear. So, for example, I will write my first sentence. So, can you tell me what is this sentence? Can you read it for me?
Yeah, it's ضرب زيد
Hmm.
خالدا.
Khalid. Translation?
زيد hit Khalid.
Okay. So we read the translation here. Translation here. First one. Z- Zaid hit. Okay, mashallah, very good. This is correct. You have got it without era. Excellent. Now, another one. Now I say, Duriba. Can you translate this? Hmm.
Duripa is basically the past tense, the passive voice.
Yes, so what was the translation? Duriba
Du-
Zaidun. I said Duriba Zaidun.
du- Duripa is he was hit actually. So Zaid was hit.
Zaid was it. Okay, let me write here. Zaid was hit. Now, so wait a minute. Let me change this. One minute. Oh, apologies, brother. I'll just say that here. ضرب زي this is one we did. Alif. Accidentally erased. I should have undo, but khair. Now I'm going to write here undo. Hey. Now can you translate this? Huh.
ضرب خالد.
Hmm.
Khalid was hit.
Khalid was hit. What's the difference between the first sentence and the second sentence? Khalid was hit. Yes, brother. Tell me what would be the difference between the first sentence and second sentence?
The first sentence we know the doer.
Who's the
We
doer
know
there?
the Zaid.
Zaid. Zaid has a position of fa'il.
And
And in the second sentence,
the second sentence, it's not known actually.
we don't know who is the fa'il, right? But we knew the maf'ul, who was Khalid, right?
Yeah,
So ideally, I cannot leave the space of Zaid and just write Khalid. For example, I cannot make sentence like that. So I'll write, for example, do riba. I leave a spot here, and then I write here Khalid. Then, and I say no, because I don't know the file, so I'm not giving this spot to anyone. I will leave the space as it is. That make sense? No,
uh,
it will not make sense because why this space is empty is going to create more confusions. That is why I am going to give the maf'ul the position of a fa'il, which is this, temporarily, until I know who has hit him. So when I'm giving the position of fa'il, I will put him and give him the i'rab of fa'il, which is dhammatain, dhamma, whatever it is. Yani the i'rab of marfoo, whether it's dhammatain, dhamma, alif noon, waw noon, whatever the word is, which is maf'ul bihi, when it's coming to the position of fa'il, I'll give the i'rab of the fa'il temporarily. When I come to know who is my fa'il, then I am going to change the particular full form of the verb from passive to active, and I will say ضرب زيد عمرا. Now, because I came to know who is my person who is doing the زيد خالدا. Make sense, brother?
uh, just one question. So
Yes.
if it is Doriba Khalidun,
Hmm.
so the Arab will still be Khalidun or Khalidan?
No, Arab will be Khalidun because now it's taking that empty spot
Okay.
where file has to be. So it will temporarily take the attire, the getup of fa'il. So it will change, it will have the i'rab as dhammatain. It will not take the position and don't change the i'rab. No, it will take the position and then change the i'rab. And change the i'rab. This is maf'ul مالم yusamma fa'il. It also has similar ruling, like for example, if The Naib fa'il. So now when Maf'ul is coming and taking the position of fa'il, it is a temporary. And as we know, the vice president or the vice principal, they temporarily take the position of president and do some actions temporarily, right? But they don't actually become the president. They are there for temporary reasons to fulfill some act. So he likewise, Khalid has taken this position, taken the i'rab, taken the responsibility of fa'il, which is represented by the i'rab that he is taking from the fa'il. But it's not becoming a fa'il. That's why when we analyze it, we will say ضرب فعل مجهول. We'll say ضرب فعل مجهول like that. And we are going to write, and we'll see the naif, when you see the place of fa'il, we know it's not a fa'il, it's a temporary person. We will tell it this is naib fa'il. We will not call it fa'il anymore. We will call it naib fa'il. Now, another rule, the passive verb, that means the فعل مجهول, will always remain singular, no matter the naib fa'il is in singular, dual, or plural, just like the rule we learned in the fa'il. But the fa'il can be plural, singular, dual, but the verb will always be singular. Likewise, in majhul also, the verb will be singular, but the naib fa'il can be in singular, can be dual, can be in the state of plural. This will remain same. So the fi'l majhul has a naib fa'il, fi'l ma'roof has a fa'il. This is the difference now. So fi'l ma'roof will have a fa'il, and fi'l majhul will have a naib fa'il or maf'ul ma lam yusamma fa'il, or maf'ul ma lam yusamma fa'il. But any question?
Oh, it's fine. No worries.
طيب. Let's practice this a little bit. The more you practice, the more better it get, inshallah. طيب. Now, you want me to do the first one with you?
Yeah, yes.
طيب. Now, can you read the sentence?
أصيبت
كسر
زجاج
الزجاج. read.
الزجاج القادم في نفس
في
لحظة.
نفس اللحظة. كسر الزجاج القديم في نفس اللحظة. Do you know the meaning of زجاج?
Sounds familiar actually from the
Yeah, it's there in Quran.
Quran. Yes.
Yeah. Now, take a dictionary and find what are the root words for here. Za, Jim, and Jim. So za, jim, and jim. You can put it on the ends and see what does it gives you.
Piece of glass.
Piece of glass. Very good. And al-qadimu means? Hmm.
Is it old?
Old. أحسنت. Very good. Right. So now you got the word meaning of all of this. And what is the meaning of kusira? You can check. These are the exact root words. You can put in handswear. Hmm.
To break, to break.
Yeah, to break. So now when you put in the passive voice, and now you have Naib fa'il. So let's do this operation now. So kusira, what is kusira? Let's first analyze and then you translate, inshallah. What's kusira? It
So
is a
it's
Naib
Naib, the
fa'il.
file.
So you're going to make it like that. You will write it as an analysis. You will write this as Naib. I'm just doing the first one for you. So set an example. Naib fa'il. That's it. And when I say Naib fa'il, I need to know where is my. Sorry, sorry, I have made a mistake here. Why am I saying Naib fa'il? It is fa'il majhul. I have to say it's fa'il
Mm.
majhul. And when I say fa'il majhul, this is my fa'il majhul. I need to mention where is my Naib fa'il. Just like when I say it's fa'il ma'roof, I mention where is my fa'il. Likewise, when I say it's fa'il majhul, I need to say where is my Naib fa'il. All right, so I got this one. Now, where is my Naib fa'il, brother? It should be coming after the fa'il majhul. It should be coming after the fa'il majhul. I find two words now. Az-zujaju al-qadim. Are they related or they are not related? First of all. Huh? What do you think?
It's related, old.
Okay, then what's their relation?
It's the ism mausul.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Is it ism mausul?
Mawsul or mawsuf?
Maus Mausuf.
Mawsuf. Ahsant. Very good. MashaAllah, you recognized. Yes, you are right. It is ism mawsuf. Ism mawsuf. So in my analysis, I'm going to write like that, arrow down, and I'm going to say, first of all, this is my mawsuf. So I'm going to say this is my mawsuf. And where is my sifa?
Al-Qadim.
Al-Qadim. This is my sifa. So I'm going to write that this is my sifa. So I regard this as my sifa. Now, when I know my mawsuf and my sifa, after mawsuf and sifa, what does it become? We join mawsuf and sifa together and we call it as naib fa'il. Naib fa'il. I'm not calling it mawsuf, maf'ul, maalem, yusamma, fa'il because it's difficult to write the big word here. So I'm just writing naib fa'il just to get it quickly. Naib fa'il. Now, can I translate this? Huh. How do I translate, brother? Because I have one portion. Huh.
The old grass
Hmm.
was
Hmm. So I'm going to write here on the top now. The old glass was
broken.
broken. MashaAllah. Brother Muhammad, you're translating now. MashaAllah. Good. Uh, The old glass was broken. This is the first part of your sentence, which you did now. Now we're going to the second part of the sentence, which is crucial now, because it will add a better meaning to it or additional meaning to it. طيب, what is fee?
In
Huh?
the in.
No, in analysis.
Okay, it's the jar.
حرف الجر. Okay,
Jar.
so we will say it as his حرف الجر. Okay, so now when I say this is my حرف الجر, what else do I need? This is my, okay, there's no space here, so I'll just write it like that. حرف الجر. Where is my majroor? If I say حرف الجر, I need majroor. Just give it like this. Huh, brother? If I say حرف الجر, I need majroor. Where is it?
نفسي.
Only, so if I say نفسي, then what about لحظة? So is, first of all, is نفسي and لحظة are connected?
No.
They're not connected?
Yes.
Okay, then what's their connection? Hmm. Yes, tell me. What if you say it's connected, which is correct? You said it right. Then what is their connection?
The نفسي is it's a verb, right?
نفسي is a verb.
Okay, no, no, it's not a
How can حرف الجر doesn't come on the verb?
yes, yes.
Let me give you a hint. Can I give you a hint?
Yes.
It is one of the types of معرفة. The relationship between نفسي and لحظة is one of the types of معرفة.
It's the مضاف إليه.
أحسنت بارك الله فيك. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you for this. طيب, how is مضاف إليه? Now explain. Where is مضاف? Where is مضاف إليه?
So basically, نفسي is the مضاف.
Yeah, so نفسي, I write here مضاف. If you say, one may ask question that we talk how نفسي is مضاف. When we talk about نفسي مضاف, it must be in the state of مرفوع. Yes, you're right. It must be in the state of مرفوع. But prior to this مرفوع, it was مرفوع initially, نفسه. It was نفسه. But when we had letter fi before it, which is حرف الجر, and we know when حرف الجر is entered on a noun, it makes it مجرور. That's why from رفع, it became نصب. It became jar. So we have نفسي as مضاف, which is connected to لحظتي, which is مضاف إليه. مضاف إليه. Right. So we get right here مضاف إليه. مضاف إليه. So once we have our مضاف إليه now, our مضاف, sorry, our مضاف with our مضاف إليه together will become مجرور, will become مجرور. Together with what? مجرور. So حرف الجر with مجرور. So we have فعل مجهول, نائب فاعل. So it will be like this. So you have فاعل مجهول, نائب فاعل with jar and مجرور together will be جملة فعلية. جملة فعلية. And in the translation, let's complete it. The old glass was broken in the same second or in the same time. The same second, or it can be named as in the same time. Brother Muhammad, you were able to do by yourself the first part of it. Or I helped you in the last part, which is fantastic. It means you are able to remember, you just need to practice it at your end.
Yes.
Right. Now your task is to do number 4 in my presence. Then I'll have to make a move today. I have an urgent work to be somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Then you do the number 4, inshallah. I'll be in my presence. Then number 2 and number 3, you need to send me by tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
طيب. And then I need to, I'll send the assignment over the week about Naib file. I'm going a little bit slow, a little bit behind the schedule that I have shared with you, like the timeline, just because I felt that you need more practice because we have only one day, and I don't think so. It's more enough for type of content it is, and it's very new. So I'm just going very, very slow. So it might take more than 6 months.
That's fine.
That's fine, right? Because I'm focusing on the quality more now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't get, and now, mashallah, you're able to understand. That's what I have seen. Like as a teacher, I could see you are able to connect. You just need to get more information, like tools in your hand, so that you can, when your text is given to you, after all of, like after we explore mafruat, mansubat, majrurat, then I'll put the texts in front of you, and then with the given all the notes and keys and tools that you will have to explore this text yourself. Just like how you did today by yourself. Kusira Zujajul Qadimu. The simple text you did by yourself with the help of dictionary, meaning, and all that. So that will be ongoing exercises from after we finish this all of theory part. Chalo, number 4. This is the task that you have now. Number 4. You can do it on your notebook. In that case, you will have a reference for yourself when you're doing the assignments.
Okay. I'll do it.
Yeah. I'll just be back. I need to be in washroom. Just come back. But the translation is correct. The strange boy was chased from the hall. Ahsant. How did you got the translation of the hall?
Uh, from here itself.
Answer?
Actually, I tried in answer, but I didn't get it.
Okay.
I'll just try again.
So you got it from where? Almani?
No, from the translate.
Okay, no problem.
I
But
will
what
get
about Turida?
that one. I got from the answer.
Okay. And Gharib?
That one also.
Okay, that's fine. Try to keep majority of your words from henseware.
Okay.
Majority. Once inshallah we learn about irregular verbs, then you will get more access to handswear and be more familiar with it. This is with the Naib file, inshallah, no problem. That's good. Now your task is to finish 2 and 3 and send me tomorrow, inshallah. And for tomorrow's class, I'm going to take a short assessment. So I'm going to give a word, and then you need to tell the paradigm of it. I can ask any paradigm. I can ask فعل نهي, فعل نفي, فعل أمر, فعل أمر معروف, فعل أمر مجهول. I can ask anything because these are key. Once we have this, then only we can go to ثلاثي مزيد في. Okay, brother?
Okay, okay, brother.
So
Inshallah.
just go through the paradigms, have a look. The presentations are there uploaded. Have a look, read it out, and inshallah, I will take the assessment for you tomorrow. That's the first part of the lesson, and then we will continue with ism maf'ul, maf'ul, and ism and sifa mushabbaha. These are also very important. طيب?
Okay,
So that's it for today. Apologies, I'm leaving a little bit early today. Have
no problem.
urgent work to do.
No
So
problem.
inshallah tomorrow, next week, we're going to talk about the mubtada and the khabar together. So we'll cover in that way, we will cover how many? Four. So far we covered fa'il, na'ib fa'il, and then we'll cover mubtada and khabar. Then we have khabar inna, la, ism inna, and then no, khabar inna and ism kana. Six, and then we have tawabi'. Inshallah, we'll cover that. So khabar, and there are some rules for it, which I will be mentioning now. Then, so this is our task for next week, which is mubtada and khabar, and then we'll go. I'm just slowing down the pace a little bit because I feel quality is important than quantity.
That's
And
fine.
yeah,
Sure.
so just try to bear a little bit, slowly, as because I want you to also develop. Because now I can see you were able to solve by yourself, which is good. It means you have learned something. It shouldn't be like this that you have spent 3 months with me and then you don't know anything. It's like a failure for me in a way as well because I'm putting effort and then it was not happening. Of course, it's practices from your side as well, but then I'll take a blame on me as well. Like I'm failing maybe. So I don't know how are you feeling with the classes. If you can share your feedback, would be better for me because you have spent like 3 months now. So how do you feel like when you joined on the first day, and how are you feeling now when we are like almost like 2, 3 months? How do you feel yourself in the class? Will be great, inshallah.
I will give you some feedback, inshallah.
Yeah, you can give me feedback, inshallah. It's always good to have feedbacks. Jazakallah khair, brother. Barakallah feek. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and keep you safe and your family. Ameen.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.